on the record.
On record.
Okay.
Your Honor, Emily
Let me
Smith.
just put, since we're just now on the record, this is State of Ohio versus JVN Robinson, case 25CR43098. Mr. Robinson is present here with his attorney. I'm sorry, you aren't listed as counsel record.
Emily Smith from Mormon and Mulligan, Your Honor.
All right. And the state is represented by Brian Goodyear. Do you want to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. We filed a motion for bond modification. He was previously, at the last hearing, he was released on an electronic monitor. He has some pending cases in Montgomery County Common Pleas as well, which he posted bond on, and the condition of electronic monitoring was removed from the conditions in Montgomery County so that he could only have one monitor through this court. A couple days after being released, it's my understanding that he was experiencing some tooth pain. A family member had given him some medication of theirs, some old medication. He reported to pretrial services, was pretty forthcoming about the situation, that he was going to test positive for that medication, which he did. He understands now what the conditions are, that he's not supposed to be doing anything related to any substances or anything like that, but he has been reporting every chance that he has been required to, even when his other cases were initiated in Montgomery County, and there was an issue of possibly having the electronic monitor removed on the part of the jail. He promptly reported back to this court to meet with his pretrial services officer. I believe it's Logan. I'm not sure what his last
Logan
name is.
Wilson.
Yes. So outside of that, I would just ask that he be given a second shot at abiding by the sanctions of his electronic monitoring. He has another bond in Montgomery County for a case that was late to indict, but that we already knew was working its way down the pipeline. They set a monetary bond based off of the revocation in this case, but they advised that if we were to file a motion to review that bond as well, that he would likely be released.
Okay, he's charged with failure to comply with an order or signal of an officer, and theft, and obstruction, and criminal tools. Anything from the state?
Well, Judge, again, generally we have to give 10 days notice to victims to be able to have a motion like this heard. And I think that I have not seen a copy of the motion, but from what counsel just represented, it's been less than 10 days since it was filed, number one. Number two, the defendant has charges of aggravated robbery and weapons under disability in Montgomery County. In Montgomery County, they found him in possession of 7 guns. And I don't know why in the world Montgomery County would release him, but he has been given the opportunity here to be released on bond. He had violated his bond conditions, and I think he should remain held. But again, I don't think this is the appropriate time to have the motion because we need to notify the victims.
Your Honor, I believe that aggravated robbery is an old case from when he was a juvenile. He is charged with having weapons while under disability, but we're currently waiting for additional discovery in those cases to be able to file motions to suppress.
So he was out on bond and he tested positive. That's
Yes.
the reason he's arrested.
He doesn't have any history of a drug problem or anything like that, Your Honor. I think that this was a one-time mistake.
Sounds like it'd be my mistake if I modified it because of his history here. And his current charges are running from the police. So we're going to get this case resolved here as is.
Do we have to set a new bond in this case then, Your Honor?
Well, he had a bond, it was revoked. I don't see that we have to set a new bond. He had a bond that was revoked.
Okay.
All right.
Is there any monetary amount or anything, or is he just being held on no bond? I just want to make sure that
No bond.
he's aware.
Right.
Okay. Outside of that, I believe that there was I suppose you can call it an offer provided by the state, which I have reviewed with Mr. Robinson, that he's going to take some consideration to think about his options. And my plan was to request another pretrial date to come back and determine whether or not we'll be taking the state's offer.
Okay, so that would constitute a waiver of time until that hearing?
That's all right, Your Honor. I'm willing to sign anything.
Okay. All right. Anything else from the state?
No, that's correct, Judge. We've had some discussions about plea possibilities, and it was indicated to me that he needed a little bit of time to think about it.
Okay, sounds fine. Okay, that's all. Thank you.